Hey everybody, this is Big Billy. I got a special video for you today. It's been a little over a year now since I finally got a Blackstone griddle. It's been a lot of fun to play with. Before this year, I didn't have a lot of experience cooking or even grilling, but I've grown a lot. Not to mention, I've got to meet a lot of awesome people, make new friends in the process. I thought that now would be a good time to do another review video, but this time, review everything I have from Blackstone. It's a lot, so get ready. As far as the griddle itself is concerned, it's awesome. I don't have any regrets in the purchase. I use it all the time. It's useful and it's also fun to use. My favorite thing to do now is cook for friends and family while we all just stand around and talk. But I do have a few complaints about it. My biggest complaint is the lack of heat consistency. As you can see, the sides do not get anywhere near as hot as the middle, so it limits what I can do when I'm cooking. Also, it uses a lot of propane, a lot. The deep fryer takes a long time to heat up too, no matter what the weather conditions are outside. If you're trying to heat it up to 375, be prepared to probably be waiting around for over 15 minutes. The spatulas and the scrapers, they get the job done. I don't have any complaints with them. Obviously, the wooden ones start to look kind of weathered pretty quickly depending on how often you expose them to water. I really want the new Signature Series spatulas. I don't know if you guys have seen those in the stores in Walmart, but I like the way they look and I like the way they feel. I really liked the hamburger press kit when I first got it, but now instead of using the press, I use the spatula it came with, along with a skinny spatula to press my burgers down with. If you make your beef patties small, I'd say smaller than 5 ounces, the burger press is going to be too tall to be any good, really. The breakfast kit is another one that I don't use as much as I did in the beginning. First of all, I don't eat fried eggs, so the egg holders just aren't used. And now that I have the extra large bacon press, which I'll talk about in a minute, I don't use the small one. The small one doesn't see any action. But the pancake batter dispenser is almost worth the entire price of the kit. It makes awesome pancakes every time, and they taste pretty good too. Like I said, I really like the extra large bacon press. You can use it for anything that needs to be pressed down. I may try making smash burgers with it, but it does have one flaw. I haven't had it for that long, and as you can see, it's already starting to strip the screws. The screws they use just aren't designed for the weight of the press, I guess. The gloves, I think I'd rather have a pair that's a little more flexible and you can actually tell what you're touching. I tried pulling off wax paper from my hamburger patties and I can't get a grip on the wax paper. It's just too slippery. The apron is nice. It has some pockets, has a logo, nothing too fancy. The disposable grease tray is one of my favorite accessories. Since they sit a little higher in the tray, they hold a little more grease than just the tray alone. It makes cleanup a lot easier and quicker. If you don't have them, I suggest you go get some. The cleaning kit is another one of my favorite accessories, but only part of it. I don't really use the stone. That's only for heavy cleanup, like if you're trying to strip and re-season your Blackstone. But the sponges are my go-to for cleanup every single time. I liked them so much that I bought a refill pack the last time I went to Walmart. How do I feel about the butter roller? Well, it's pretty cool, but is it worth the current price of $30? That I'm not sure of. I wouldn't pay that much for it personally. I got mine as a Christmas present, so it's all good. It's a novelty item, in my opinion, but you could save some dough and just butter your own bread. The dredges and the squeeze bottles are good. They do what they need to do. Nothing much to say about them. If I could take back the cutting board, I probably would. It was a little pricey, and when I got it home, I realized it was wobbly. Pretty disappointing. So if you're thinking about getting one of these, make sure to try it out on a flat surface first to make sure that it's level. I just got the hook set at the store this week, so I haven't tried it out yet, but I'm really gonna like it, I think. I like the seasonings I've tried. I haven't tried all of them. I think my favorite is the all-purpose seasoning. It's basically seasoned salt. Don't forget that they've come out with 3 new seasonings this year. Check those out at Walmart. The steaming lid is another one that I bought and I never use really. Since the range top comes with a permanent lid, I don't really need a steaming lid. Lastly, we have the side shelf cutting board. I love this thing. It makes the side shelf longer and wider, so there's more space to work with, but it's also a cutting board, so it's kind of like a multi-purpose tool. A word to the wise though, be careful about how you put the board on your shelf. If you put it on backwards, there's a good chance you might have it melt on you, like I did. Well, that's going to do it, guys. My first year in the world of Blackstone. I've thoroughly enjoyed spending this first of many years with y'all. If you have any tips, recipe ideas, questions, please feel free to leave me a comment. And if you haven't already, please hit like and subscribe for me. I appreciate it. And until next time, keep the fires going.